And then it says, he shook off the snake, shook it into the fire, and was unharmed. The people waited for him to swell up or suddenly drop dead. There are those, unfortunately, that are waiting for us to swell up or drop dead. And whichever comes quickest will be good enough for them. I know it sounds a bit harsh, right? But not everyone is your cheerleader. Not everyone's in your corner. Not everyone's rooting for your success. It says, but when they had waited a long time and saw that he wasn't harmed, what did they do? They changed their minds and decided he's a god. Okay, so here's the other thing about people. They're a little bit schizophrenic. Okay? They have two extremes. Either they want to peg you as a demon or they want to peg you as a god. I'm talking about the extremes. What do we mean by people will peg you as gods? People love to people worship. They love to idolize individuals. Now, again, honor and respect, that's good, that's fine. Give credit where credit is due, nothing wrong with that. But when we're leaning into worship, that's when we get ourselves into trouble. And so if people can't peg you as a god, and especially in our culture today, then they want to demonize you. And the reason we know this is true is because sometimes that fall from one to the other happens real quick. 1 minute you're the hero, and the next minute you're the zero. Because they have in their mind who they want you to be, and if you can't be that thing, then you're this other thing. And so people love to demonize, and people love to worship. If you don't fit the criteria for worship, you're discarded. Unfortunately, we live in a very superficial world. I don't know if you've noticed, but it's true. And quite often, people gravitate toward other people for either what they can get out of the deal or how it makes them feel. And how it makes them feel is based on their perception of who you are. So if they feel good being around you, or if they feel good being associated with you because they feel like you have something of value that they'd like to be connected with, you are their best friend.